you think my craftsmanship deserves a...
How exciting!
What is the situation?
Just sharpen my spear. The threads of your fate lie.
There is no escape!
Ozzy, my dear familiar.
Ozzy? What's gotten into you?
Her Majesty beseech. You to unfurl your blessed wings. Ozzy, my dear familiar.
Ozzy? What's gotten into you?
Her Majesty beseeches you to unfurl your blessed wings, and with them blot out the heavens, plunging the world into eternal night by royal decree. Get them!
Illusion shattered!
Steady as stone. Oz, reveal thyself! I must leave no stone unturned.
There is no escape!
Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would. By royal decree, wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
Now you shall perish!
Nice and spicy. Race you! Help! My dinner is attacking! Steady as stone. Frying pan, into the fire!
Illusion shattered!
Oz, reveal thyself!
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
I summon thee!
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Scuba, get them!
Leave it all to me!
You're tight!
Shine down!
By royal decree! my dear from... I created another universe and founded paradise.
Obey! Cryo incarnate!
Look at me. Just my apologies.
Time to clean up.
Here to play with me. The more, the merrier.
Take flight!
Clouds high. The birds come!
Kamisato art! Sumetsu!
The sesame shine.
Perhaps we could take a walk by a riverbank or somewhere similarly fluvial.
Very well. I shall put my official duties to one side for the moment.
I have high hopes for this journey. I'll lead the way. Follow me.
I will lead us to...
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Font. Be sure to...
I'd leave her be. The warriors of the Flower Feather Clan are a proud bunch who never show their vulnerability in public.
Oh!
Good to see you again, Trav. Before we carry...
So, that girl on the bridge, Coya, you said?
Don't worry. That's exactly why I'm here. Elder Alpa sent me to keep an eye on her. I doubt it'll come to that, though. She's a fighter. A warrior, in fact. One who aimed for the sky. However despondent she might feel now, I'm confident she'll get through it. Well, in the Flower Feather Clan, but it's an extremely selective squad. To become a rider, you need to undergo a trial, where you not only demonstrate mastery of the relevant skills. Coya has spent years training for her most recent attempt. But unfortunately, she didn't pass. Sometimes, after multiple failed attempts to pass the flying tests and win the Kukasaur's approval, people get so disheartened that they give up on they resolve to quit trying for good. We call those people the wingless.
Do they—
What? No, of course not. We have a saying. Just as the Kukasaur treasures every feather on it, this hits even harder in the wake of the war. All of our young warriors carry the future of our tribe on their shoulders. Besides, every Kukasaur falls from its nest before it learns to fly. It's practically a rite of passage. Likewise for the wingless, we always hold out hope that one day, when they're ready, they'll rekindle their dreams and keep trying. Until then, all we can...
Ah, okay.
Well, from the sound of her whistling, her confidence has been seriously shaken. No Kukasaur is going to respond to a call. Yeah, people from my tribe call to their saurian companions by whistling or blowing a horn. But the Kukasaurs are an even prouder bunch than our warriors. They would never respond to a lackluster whistle like that. First she failed the trial, and now she's struggling to even summon a Kukasaur. That's only gonna hurt her confidence further.
Surely there must be something—
That's very kind of you. Coya's flying skills are up to par, but mentally she's stuck in a rut. If she wants to return to the sky, she has to overcome that. I'm going to lay low nearby, just in case she takes a turn for the worse.
Coya still isn't giving up. Even though Chaska said that she has to do this by herself, Paimon can't help feeling like maybe we can nudge her in the right direction. What if we could get a Kukasaur to fly?
It's a Kukasaur! Oh my gosh! Is this really happening? I did it! I summoned one! I was beginning to think you'd all given up on...
Excuse me? Would you mind if we did some flying practice together? Right now? I think I know where I went wrong in the test now. I need to maintain a higher speed. Also, I really want to try some stall turns and... Huh? That sounded like a whistle. Hey! Wait! Wait! Do you think Coya's feeling better now? Let's go back to that bridge and check. Chaska! Although, unfortunately...
Oh, really? That is unfortunate.
You're right. You know... Hey, Chaska! How's Coya doing? Huh?
These are my, friends. The Traveler and... You came up in conversation the other day.
Oh, the Traveler, huh? Anyway, we haven't met before, have we? You look so familiar somehow.
Maybe you saw her in the stadium? Or anywhere, really.
If you say so.
Coya, Chasca. Here you are. I've been looking everywhere for you two.
Oh, Elder Alpa! What's the matter?
I thought I should tell you myself.
Redo them? How come?
It's embarrassing to admit, but due to time constraints, we didn't do a proper inspection of the arena before the last round, so we redid the inspection afterwards. And this was entirely our mistake, and I apologize unreservedly.
Oh!
Chasca, these people you're with.
Huh? You...
I have indeed. Gathering intel is an essential part of being a warrior. Plus, you've already made quite a name for yourself in NATLAN. Actually,
Hospitality?
Of course it does. If you let us host you, you'll be... Besides, we still owe you for your help during the war. Without you, we would have suffered far worse.
Mighty warriors, plural? So Paimon too?
That should go without saying. Your flying skills are the envy of our tribe.
The Flower Feather clan seems like a really nice bunch of people. We definitely need to take her up on this offer.
Well, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid I still have to inform the other...
Wait, Elder Alpa! Let me help!
Very well.
Sure thing.
Okay. Let's meet by the obsidian totem.
Okay.
Alright, they're out of earshot. I'm just gonna come out at that Kukasaur who responded to Coyer's call. I grew up with these creatures. Her whole demeanor seemed less like a Kukasaur and more like, well, you. She looked very flustered when Coya asked for a ride. So I whistled to give her a chance. And judging by the look on your face, it's alright. If you'd rather your hidden talents remained hidden, I respect that. You're the kind of person I'd still trust even if you had superpowers. I know you'd use them for good. I think the ends justify the means in this case. She just lacked confidence, and you helped her resolve her internal conflict. If you hadn't intervened, I likely would have gotten my mom to help out instead. Although, having said that, there's a small chance she might have recognized her and seen through the whole thing. That would have done more harm than good. Yeah. Anyway, if you're free now, how about I give you that tour I promised?
Ready? Uh-oh. Are they fighting?
They're fine. Just doing their daily combat.
Combat training? A little young.
Not to us. We're a tribe of warriors. In ancient times, we were the most elite troops in the nation, responsible for patrolling and defend. And even though times have changed,
Hey, is that Chaska?
Chaska! You're...
Oh, can you come?
now's not a good time, I'm afraid. I'm showing the Traveler in Paimon.
The Traveler in Paimon? Wait, you mean that legendary warrior? Awesome. Miss Traveler, can you teach me some cool...
Oh, Miss Traveler! My family
Let's behave ourselves, everyone. These people are here as our guest, Kotini. Instead of being jealous of other people's talents, why not work on developing your own? Kapak, there's no point in trying any cool sword tricks until you've mastered the basic. And Yatlan, easy does it, okay?
Okay.
Sorry about those kids. They just got overexcited when they heard. This is a volcano cake that Yatlan forced into my hand.
Whoa, it smells amazing! Traveler, you want some?
That's good.
By the way, Chaska, those kids really adore you. You're way better with them than Paimon expected.
Aloof, huh? Well, to be fair, but it's a terrible attitude to have as a peacemaker. It tends to turn situations that could have had a peaceful resolution into a stalemate that can only be resolved by force. Yep, exactly. Someone once told me that peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter of days. But peace achieved through genuine dialogue, even if sometimes the parties are only willing to negotiate because they're...
That's true. Hey!
Uncle Cusco knows you're back, and he's come.
Traveler, Paimon, got a dash. I'll meet you at the totem pole.
Wait, are you
First rule of conflict resolution? Grab the fan and run before the you-know-what.
Trust Ch-
Sorry about this. Just...
A golden... I heard Chaska was with you. But I suppose she's run away again, has she?
Sorry, who are you?
Who am I? She's supposed to go for a checkup every 3 months to see how her abyss condition is doing. We both agreed on it. But she's all... Yes. She got exposed to abyssal energy as a young child. Then her birth parents abandoned her. It's lucky those wild cuckoos... Eventually, some riders out on patrol spotted her and brought her back to the tribe. The moment you took your eyes off her, she'd be getting herself into a fight. Or she'd run away to be with the Saurians. She seemed to prefer them to her own kind. She might as well have been a Saurian in human form.
That must be the aloof period she mentioned, right?
We later discovered that her exposure to the Abyss had planted but ultimately, she's the only one.
Yeah, don't worry about her. She seems pretty stable to Paimon. She's probably only avoiding...
Yes, I'm well aware. It's just... Every checkup she's been to, they find new cuts and bruises. She's been living dangerously again. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Oh. In the past, she always had Koichi to keep an eye on her. Chaska's been increasingly reckless since Koichi passed. It's like she's trying to make up for it somehow. Next time you see her, please tell her to be careful for if she doesn't want to do these checkups anymore. That's...
Whoa, where did the time go? We should be back up with Chaska before it gets any later. To get to the totem pole, we need to head north, right?
I'm sorry. I should be getting back to...
Hey, Chaska! Hey, Alba!
It's all right. I bet my dad talked your heads off, huh? What did he say?
That's funny.
The memories. It feels like it was back then. No one imagined this feral child would grow up to be the strongest.
Huh? You were the one that brought Chaska back to the tribe?
That's right. Elder Alpa was already a veteran rider by then. Mom agreed it was time I tried to re-enter human society. But I didn't know the first thing about being civilized. I clashed...
And look at you now. Renowned throughout the land as a peacemaker. How time flies. When the day comes that I can't fly anymore.
You know me, though. I'm not a natural commander. So stick it out at least a few more years, okay?
Oh, stop.
Wait, so isn't the leader just the strongest warrior in the tribe? At least...
Strength is certainly a core tenet in the Flower Feather clan. But strength means far more than martial prowess alone.
If it all came down to individual strength, I'd struggle to call myself a warrior, let alone a member of the flying squad. Well, sorry to disappoint you. It was something I aspired to at one point. I came back empty-handed and seriously injured. The fact that I survived was something, I suppose. But after that, I never seriously
And yet, you still managed to become the leader of the flying squad, thanks to your experience.
Let's shelve this discussion for now.
Yes! Paimon was waiting for that part. They were for the snack stomach. They were...
Well, if you're enjoying our hospitality, feel free to stay with us as long as you like.
Elder Alpa? There's...
What happened?
It's... Some merchants showed up. Why now? This is terrible timing. There are a few wingless that we haven't managed to reach yet, and we still haven't inspected the retrial arena.
Let me handle the other errands while you meet with the merchant.
You should help too. Seems only fair after all.
Huh. Well, much obliged. Chasca, the remaining wingless are all people you know. Waska's probably still addicted to eyes on the feathered prize, and Junon spends her days up on the flying platform.
you're so tough, why don't
Why do you
take off
never
my
take
mask
off
and
that
see for
mask
yourself?
anyway? You got a huge scar or something?
As long as you've thought it through, just go for it.
Why do you never take
you're
off
so
that
tough,
mask
why don't you
anyway?
take off my
You got a
mask and see
huge
for
scar
yourself?
or something? Why do you never take off that
If you're
mask
so
anyway?
tough, why don't you take
got a
off my
huge
mask and see
scar
for
or
yourself?
something? Why do you never take off that
If you're
mask
so
anyway?
tough, why don't you
got
take
a
off my
huge
mask and see
scar
for
or something?
yourself?
As long as you've thought it through, just go for it.
Are you sure you don't want to reconsider, Pashika?
I appreciate it, boss. But honestly,
Doing the flying trials.
Ah, did Alpa send you? The way things are with the tribe these days? I mean, you don't need me to tell you.
come on, boss. Do you have any idea how long it's been? Of course, I'll do my part if we ever need to defend the tribe. But there's really no point in me trying out for the flying squad. I've already made my peace with it. Not everyone has what it takes to return to the sky after going wingless. And like, it's okay if I'm not destined for greatness. I might not have the Kukasaurus handling these balloons every day, seeing how the
Finding something you love doing can be just as hard as...
Fair enough.
Oh, by the way, you should try taking a balloon ride if you've got the time. Once you've been up there for yourself, you'll see why I love it so much. No problem.
I didn't realize Chaska was out delivering the news.
A retrial? What's the point?
Waskar, I can assure you, Kukasaurus wouldn't judge you for something like that.
Well, they must be judging me for something. Maybe I lack fighting spirit, or just don't have the talent. Don't waste your time on me. You'll have better luck with the ones who still in the meantime.
Yeesh, there's wingless, then there's being a...
Used to be a fierce warrior, actually. But fighting spirit alone won't win you the Kukasaurus.
Are all Kukusaurs so strict? The ones in floating target balloons?
It's one thing to hang out and have fun, but quite another to take. Giving a ride to someone who's unqualified endangers not only the rider, but also the Kukasaur themselves. So we have a mutual understanding with the Kukasaurs. If someone isn't up to standard, we have to reject them. Hey, Junan. Gazing out at NATLAN.
Chaska? What are you doing here?
The flying squad is hosting retrail.
Maybe you're forgetting the definition of wingless. Elder Alpa always goes out of her way to come and tell me when a new trial is coming up, and it's nice of her to think of me.
They're making some big changes to the arena this time.
No, forget it. If I was genuinely good enough to make a true rider can fly confidently whatever the conditions, like you and Elder
Junan! They're redoing the... Huh? I guess they told you already then.
What?
What? She went wingless after her injury and spent years drifting, but even she came back and made...
I mean, I don't have that kind of perseverance. And besides...
Oh, come on. You know you don't need to worry about that. Alright, well, how about we just treat this as you being my mentor? Enough umming and ahhing. Let's just get up and
wait! Hold on, slow down. I can't keep up.
Well, that's one way to do it.
They've been best friends since they were... You helped Coya deal with her internal conflict, and now she's done the same for someone else. You know, but sometimes in life, things spiral in a good direction instead.
We've notified all the wingless on the list now, right? Where to next?
The trial arena. It's not far from the tribe.
Keep trying.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
Oh, hey there, Chasca. Did Elder Alpa send you?
Yeah, she's got other things on her plate right.
Well, the inspection revealed numerous blockages all theoretically. We just need to clear those obstacles. And why don't you head on down and... Why don't you head on down and check things out?
I think it should be, but there is...
Open fire!
Hey! Monsters!
Yoo-hoo! Flash! Take me up! Open fire!
I thought I was done for. Oh, this spout should be good now. Thank you very much.
How strange. Why is there so much solid flow just in here?
Well, could be from the Children of Echoes. Maybe it got swept up here due to the ley line disturbances? And I did see those strange marks.
I can't think of a way to resolve this. How strange. Why is there so much solid flow just in here?
Well, could be from the Children of Echoes. Maybe it got swept up here due to the ley line disturbances? And I did see those strange markings on the cliff.
I can't think. How strange.
Well, could be from the Children of Echoes.
I can't think of a way to resolve this.
Oh, are you here to help? Thank goodness. So the blockage here has to be cleared using a special... If I dropped it or slipped and fell, I'd be blown to bits in an instant. So, my plan was to transport the bomb to the other side, then send it over in a hot air balloon. All I need now is for someone else to strike the balloon at the right moment. What do you think? Simple enough, right? Huh? Oh, that one. No, I've got no idea who that belongs to. Or how they got it up so high. I just wish I could fly up. I'll head over and set up now. All right, get ready.
Bow your head.
Quiver! Shower me with praise!
All right, get ready.
is crazy. I bet all of my... Maybe Inkanak was right after all. But how am I
Settle down.
Strike a pose! Flash! Let's fly!
The gaseous phlogiston is being replenished. Looks like all the spouts have been unblocked. Let's head back up.
Wow, you took... Now we just have to wait until the...
Actually, Inkanak, I'd like to do a test flight.
Huh? But you...
All the more reason to have me test it out.
I guess you're right. With your flying skills...
The conditions in this area seem a little
All right, I'll get things set up for you. Are you ready? This should be a piece of cake for Chasca. All right.
Yeah. Giddy up. Giddy up. Let's fly. Yeah. Giddy up. Yeah.
That was amazing.
No, nothing major. Give it a few days and we...
Help! Help me! You're from the Flower Feather clan, right?
Catch your breath first. What?
We were... My friends are still stranded in the middle of the road with the goods we were transporting. Please, I'm begging you, save them!
Huh? Are cuckoo swords really that aggressive? Do they usually attack groups?
Not in my experience, but there are exceptions.
Ouch!
I've never seen such an aggressive cuckoo soar.
Chasca?
Elder Alba?
Already flew away. Look.
So why do you think it attacked these people in the first place?
No. These merchants are even transporting food.
Ah! Thank goodness! The phlogiston wings are intact!
Phlogiston wings.
Thank you so much for coming to our rescue.
Wait a minute. Are you the merchants that were looking to collaborate with us? Wormy told me about you.
Yeah, that's us.
I am. You must be exhausted from your journey, not to mention shaking up from the attack. Let me bring you back to our tribe to rest. We can
But Elder Alpa, what about...
Well, our guest here, there are so many of them around here. You'd expect something like this every once in a while. I don't think we need to pursue it any further. More importantly, how are the preparations for the flying trials going?
Huh? Did you say flying
Oh, really?
Well then, let's...
Huh?
So that's it? That all went smoother than expected. Well, guess we'd better get going.
A blood-stained feather.
The Flower Feather Clan should be about ready to hold the new flying trials by now. Let's go check it out!
Ah.
Yep, and it looks like we made it just in time.
Yeah.
All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, fly!
Whoa! We're really flying!
I feel light as...
What the? Paimon can barely believe her eyes. How did...
The merchants we ran into that day, it's a flying machine worn on the back.
That's incredible.
Yeah. If our tribe, well, if NATLAN mass adopted the... Just think of the countless tragedies.
I feel...
You'd better believe it. Plus, you just...
Elder Alpa?
Should...
Why not? The scoring group...
Yeah, maybe, but... I mean, even Chaska had to ride a kukasaur in a truck.
Well, if we can fly by her...
Chasca, Traveler, what are your thoughts on this new invention?
You see?
I agree that they have strategic value. But I don't think...
Why?
I don't have any experience using these wings in battle. Nor is it immediately obvious. Taking a longer-term perspective, I think we need to start by getting thoroughly acquainted with how these things work. Then...
You all raise valid points. But Chasca, we lost so many people in that war. And as for real-world battle experience...
Huh? Hey, stop staring into space! Say...
You have nothing to thank me for.
Oh, Elder Alpa! Bad news!
Again?
Huh? Why did Chaska rush off like that? And then Elder Alpa and the others too? Anyway, let's go see what this is all about.
No! It's back! It found us again!
Curses. She's really riled up this time. Hey! Stop running! We'll never outrun a creature with wings!
Stop! All of you!
Chaska! Oh, wonderful! Quick, get rid of that thing!
What's going on?
So it really is you, sister.
Wait, sister? That Kukusaur is Chaska?
Coya, wait!
Is Chaska gonna be okay? Should we go check on her?
Is everyone all—
We're okay.
Chaska, are you okay?
I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry. No point. She's an ex— At least, I always used to lose to her at hide-and-seek when we were kids. Well, yeah. You know I was raised by Kukusaurs. Anyway, she and I grew up in the nest together. Her name's Coya, and she's my big sister. We played together all the time, chasing each other through treetops or mountaintops. Not all Kukusaurs are friendly towards people. Coya, for instance, she's fine with me because we grew up around each other, but she's not fond of other humans. When Mom decided to send me away, Coya strongly protested, and after I left, she became more and more reluctant to interact with humans.
Maybe she thinks that...
It's a possibility, but in any case, I had a hard time adjusting to life in the tribe. So whenever something went wrong, I'd run off into the wild and vent to Coya.
Ah, so that's what Uncle Cusco was talking about. He said you seemed to prefer...
Yeah, I did. But then, gradually, everything changed. With a new mom and dad, a new tribe, and Koichi, I started getting curious about these humans. And then, one day, it was Koya's turn to leave the nest. As far as I can remember, that was the
So...
Well, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you if I'd said yes. No, I was torn. But I also knew that Coya wasn't a fan of humans, and I didn't want to disappoint. She saw it as a personal betrayal, threw a huge fit, and then flew off. We hadn't seen each other since, well, not for a lack of trying, though. I tried asking Mom where Koya's new nest was so I could talk things out with her. But Coya had already asked Mom not to tell me where she'd moved to. It must be hard for Mom, being stuck between her two daughters. So I didn't press the issue. If things carry on like this, I need to make sure I find... For now, let's bring the wounded back to the tribe.
What was wrong with... If we just let it escape...
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor.
So, I hear there's been another Kukasaur attack.
Ha! I knew it! They're wild animals, and they can't be trusted.
Hey, show a little respect.
Maybe in the flop.
Well, now that we...
Are you kidding?
Huh? Protect our trop?
You take the...
Things are changing so quickly.
Chaska, there's a
The whole tribe's talking about this now. Breaking up a single fight won't solve anything. The real source of conflict here...
On any other day, people would just brush this attack aside. After all, clashes between wild Kukasaur...
But now that the phlogisting wings have entered the equation, it's sparked a debate over whether our tribe needs the Kukasaurs at all.
I worry that we risk repeating the mistakes of the Cinder City. Back then, Lord Ochkon's hatred of the Saurians nearly destroyed the peace forged by the Chaska. To prevent things from deteriorating further...
I will.
Traveler, you've already done so much for NATLAN. And the flower...
Thank you.
And don't forget about Paimon. Just leave this out.
This whole situation has
You think someone might have...
It's possible. Also, Chaska, could you try to keep a low profile while you're out there?
I'll do my best.
Okay, so where should we start?
This all began with Coya's attacks. If we can find out what led her to do it, that should give us some... Unlikely, given how she reacted when I showed up. If you want to resolve a conflict through dialogue...
Wow, so this is where you used to live as a...
Mm-hmm. When I was little, we used to do this thing where I'd jump from the top of this tree, and Coya would fly over from the platform and catch me in midair. Or sometimes we'd both fly from the treetop together, and then after some aerial maneuvering, after we got a bit older, we went to the nearby shores looking for even greater heights.
Stop, you're getting...
Oh, really? I just thought it made a fun story. Then I'll share more with you when there's time. Hey, Mama Bird. I'm back. My last visit was only a week ago, wasn't it? See? I visit you more than I visit Papa Cusco. I brought a couple of friends with me. Traveler, Paimon. This is my mom. Her name is Chimpu. In the human tongue, anyway.
Hi.
No, not really. I don't speak it as such, but I can sort of get the gist. Although only with Mom and Coya, since I spent my formative years with them. Even then, it's basically a best guess based on their sounds, body language, and expressions. Seems to work about 9 times out of 10, anyway. As for whether Mom understands me, I can't always tell. But somehow we still manage to communicate. Don't worry. I'm doing well, but I think Coya might be in some trouble. I know she's never been a fan of humans, but she's never deliberately attacked them before either. What's behind...
Does, Auntie Chimpu know anything?
Doesn't look like it. Coya hasn't visited her in a long... Then, could you please tell me where she's living? If this animosity between her and the tribe continues, then... the next time there's an incident, I don't know if I'll make it there in time. She said she'll take us there. Thank you, Mom.
This is a really remote location.
We stay here? Okay, Traveler. Paimon. Mom says Coya is very hostile toward humans right now. So if we show up unannounced, it might just make things worse.
Any idea what...
Sounds like things are more complicated. There's evidence in this area suggesting that Coya might have been the victim of a human attack. What? No! It's Chime, Coya's child. The attackers kidnapped her. They came over the sea, under the cover of night, and they took Chime.
What the heck? Who would do such a thing?
I searched day and night, and finally found them.
Oh, yeah! Tafal's contraption is working like a charm! Got her in one!
Hey, there's a no-
Who cares? Just get them all. T'Pol pays us per... Chaska? How do you get here? Quick, stop her!
Don't you even think about running away!
Don't come any closer, or I'll... Go, phlogiston wings! Take me...
Uh-oh, looks like it melted.
This is bad. Mom and Coya are...
Help! Elemental energy suppresses it! Please, someone!
Get back!
It's still going.
Guess we need a more permanent solution.
That was too close. I thought...
Answer us honestly. Were you the ones who attacked Coya before?
I am...
Well, she says it was you. Just tell me.
It was T'Pol. He told us to catch all the wild... And he also said that...
T'Pol? Huh.
He pretty much never communicates with us in person. And whenever we trade Kukasaurs for...
So you didn't even make those wings?
All we did was slap some labels on them and...
To make it harder to trace their origins. Well, that's mighty convenient, huh? What about if I held a gun to your head? Would that change your answer?
No need. T'Pol doesn't tell us much. But he always stresses that he wants them alive. So that gives us some clues. This is just a best guess.
What?
Easy now. You're still injured.
Yes, ma'am. But the Kukasaurs have a natural ability to process
That's enough.
T'Pol, we've tried looking for it ourselves.
Random thought. Maybe they're hiding up in the...
T'Pol.
Chaska, traveler.
That voice! It's Alpa!
Elder Alpa? What brings you all the way?
Well, I was patrolling nearby. I don't...
Elder Alpa, does the name T'Pol ring a bell to you?
Huh? So he's a member of your tribe?
No. If he was a member of the Flower Feather Clan, I'd definitely know him.
Now that you mention it, I do remember a young man from outside our tribe who came to participate in our flying trials. You were away on a mission at the time, which is probably why you don't remember him. He was a craftsman from the Children of Echoes, but he'd always dreamed of soaring the skies.
The Children of Echo?
But despite his best efforts, he unfortunately, in the end, he went wingless and returned to...
Wingless, huh? Maybe him...
Perhaps. Or maybe it's simply...
Either way, it doesn't excuse his abuse of the Kukasaurs. I'm gonna take these guys back and...
Easy, Chasca. Remember what I said, the ringleader still hasn't shown himself, and this man's allegation, bringing these men to the tribe now, won't win over any current supporters of the Phlegist. After all...
Is that why T'Pol waited until now to try to capture my sister?
I don't know. I mean, he did tell us to spread negative rumors about the Kukasaurs, and slip some...
But Coya only attacked humans!
Nevertheless, we will be hard-pressed to change people's minds while emotions are running high. Unless we have irrefutable evidence. Bravo! My thoughts exactly. In the meantime, I'll take the other members of their crew into custody too.
Fair enough. I guess finding T'Pol is gonna be the key to resolving this conflict. Sorry, whatever it is, it'll have to wait till this is all blown over. I have to fix this situation before it spirals out of control. Mom, sis, rest up and get well soon. I gotta fly.
My apologies. This heavy rain must be quite an inconvenience for you.
So Alpa says that T'Pol's from the Children of Echoes. But how?
Let's start by talking to someone we know. It'll be faster that way. Wakey, wakey, Shilonen!
Oh, it's you. Okay, give me...
I climb trees to fly further and see farther.
Well, we're not all like you. Always full of energy, even after flying around all day.
I'm sorry, Shilonen, but it couldn't wait.
Huh. T'Pol. Yeah, nope, I'm afraid you're a few years too late. Why... Huh, phlogiston wings. Wow, okay. The kid actually pulled it off. Well, looks like, no more rest for me.
Pulled it off? You mean he...
Yeah, he started trying to build a flying machine, right after he got...
So right after he went wingless, then?
You mean your gun that's harder to tame than the proudest Kukasaur? No, he wanted to build something that allows anyone to fly. But he never got very far back then, though. Blew up his workshop a few times and barely made it out alive. His parents traveled a lot in their youth and only returned to the tribe after he was born. But they settled in a remote area and don't interact with other, which means most people in the tribe don't know them very well. Your best bet is to chat to his direct family. I'll, go get Puma.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
I'm back. Allow me to introduce T'Pol's mother, Puma.
Hello, we're...
Oh, save the pleasantries. I don't want to spend it. I disowned him long ago. All he cared about was his pipe dream of reaching the sky. And then when he left us, he spouted some nonsense about building a workshop in the sky to avoid the constant criticism of us ground dwellers. He left his notebook behind. Whatever questions you have, he's no son of mine.
Wow, they really...
Her husband, T'Pol's father, he passed away recently, and T'Pol, if you ask me, that was... I'll go keep her company. If there's anything...
Thank you.
Okay, so this notebook is the only lead we got now, right?
Some early designs for the NATLAN.
So, was he serious about the workshop in the sky? But that's such a big project for one person. Do we think he Oh, yes. The one from...
That balloon has been there for a while. What if it started off even higher up, above the clouds and out of view?
Part of T'Pol's...
Seems likely. If T'Pol's base had been hiding above the clouds this whole time, that would definitely explain why Isidore couldn't...
I totally called it! But how do we get up there?
By myself? Possibly. But with a passenger, I doubt even phlogiston wings could take you up that high. At least, not...
Yeah, and he's probably holding on to it. Well, nope. That's way beyond Paimon's altitude. Also...
Let's not worry. Just because we can't think of a solution doesn't mean no one else can.
Oh, good point.
And Mutoda. He was quite the flying ace back in the day, too.
Chaska, you're finally back.
Some people even think we arrested the merchants just to support the flying squad and crack down on the phlogiston wings.
We found some promising leads, but there's a major obstacle.
A relic from the Cinder City? So Ochcon's still managing to...
An airborne workshop and a hot air balloon above the trial. Neither phlogiston wings nor a cuckoosaur can take you that high up.
Really?
Do you still remember those spouts in the arena? But now, it's flowing freely.
You mean all of them except the one at...
Precisely. With all the gap...
And then we just...
Yes, it has its risks, but with Chaska's ability...
It's an extremely risky approach. But I agree...
If you want to give it a try, check with Inkanak at the trial grounds. She can... Chaska, if anyone has a hope of see... We'll do our best to manage the conflict within the tribe while you're gone.
Chief, we should put a...
Goodness me.
Maybe so, but we have to act fast.
From a technical perspective, I'd have to advise taking some measurements and carefully plan. Then we'll have to take the rough and ready approach. See the solid? Our prior inspections revealed it's not without its weak points. But unless they're all struck at the same time,
So, what happens if we do strike them all at once?
it'll collapse.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, you got it. As long as you hit all the weak spots at once from the right angle, the solid phlogiston will fall right on top.
You're right about rough and ready. Sounds like my kind of plan.
Let's fly. Look! There's a chunk of solid phlogiston right over that spout! Let's fly. I'm falling. Take me up! Yeah. It actually worked!
Coya can give you a lift.
Wow, Paimon didn't notice at all.
Well, probably because she didn't want to get too close to humans. Or maybe just me. But right now, we need her power.
Whoa, you didn't even have...
Yes, up there. That's probably where Chime is. All right, let's go have a little talk.
Go away! never flown.
Aha. Just as I thought. It might look, and sure enough, it only descended below the cloud line because the I should be able to figure it out with DePaul's notebook. Mm-hmm. That should just about do it.
Maybe the... Huh? Here it is! The workshop. It makes you wonder why DePaul even bothers with phlogiston wing.
Well, according to the notebook, the platform beneath us runs on components from the Also, I have some doubts about its mobility for someone like DePaul who dreams of flying freely.
But if he's got that relic, he should be able to make a set of prototype wings for himself. Why bother making a whole flying workshop so he can mass produce them? But this doesn't add up. If he's already achieved the power of flight, then he must have bigger dreams we don't know about.
With any luck, we'll find the...
Let's fly! Cuckoosaurs! Seems like the merchants were right. DePaul's using them for his own ends.
I'll bet that mechanism on top of the key. She's still breathing, but by the looks of it, DePaul was using these cages to extract Once a Cucosaur is drained of phlogiston, it becomes too weak to move. Let me see. Looks like a record of his phlogiston research. Log number 330. With the support of...
I was finally able to launch the airborne workshop, even though it relies on the relic. Log number 348 has proposed a name. Log number 377 encountered thinks we should proceed at a more cautious pace. Log number 114, log number 117, log number 121.
Huh? So many parts have been crossed out!
Yeah, probably the contact he alluded to in his other notebook.
Did anyone else notice how the numbering system in this notebook suddenly changed halfway through?
We haven't got time for textual analysis, I'm afraid.
Giddy up!
Huh. Never seen one of these before. Looks like this was built with the Cinder City components, too.
You're not thinking of giving it a nice hard kick, are you? Giddy up! Whoa! What's that mechanism doing?
It's asking for a nice hard kick where it hurts. Aim for the weak spot.
What are they doing here?
It's T'Pol's henchmen. He must have brought them here using the relic in his prototype wings. Watch out!
Flash!
Locked on! Locked on! Bullseye!
Silence!
Hey, look here! More of T'Pol's notes!
Log number 403. I told them that some saurians are blessed with wings, and some people with natural gifts, while the less fortunate among us can only look on. But I also told them that progress can erase individual differences. Think of the tools humanity has made to fight back against wild beasts. The law we have put in place to even the playing field between the strong and the weak. I promised them that our research will be the new frontier of human progress. With our phlogiston wings, the power of flight will no longer be for a select few to enjoy. I only hope that when we finally...
Imagine a world where the skies are for all to share. If only it were possible. We could respond fast. But T'Pol, what about the saurians you're draining? You're not sharing the sky. You're stealing it. Bad move. I won't let you get away with it. I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Bow your head.
Quiver!
Let's fly! Take me up! Let's fly!
can't believe he captured so many Kukasaurs. But right now, we have to focus on solving this problem at the source.
Take me up! Let's fly! Yeah.
Looks like we've reached the center of the workshop.
And still no sign of Koya's big...
Let's search this area for now. If we still can't find Chime, we'll double back.
Chaska, Traveler, come quick!
What is it? Did you find Chime?
Not yet, but look! It's another one of T'Pol's notebooks!
Log number 428. We decided to restart the experiments on phlogiston refinement. But this is the final obstacle to the success of the Phlogiston Wings project. We cannot... Log number 436. Earlier today, suggested using Kukasaurs as an intermediary to extract refined phlogiston. It's certainly feasible, but... Anyway, as long as our secret experiment succeeds, I'm sure won't bring it up again. Log number 443. We will conduct the experiment tomorrow. Log number 444.
Huh? Why is this log empty?
I guess whoever wrote down the log number was prevented from recording the results.
Log number... We lost many comrades, but we cannot. As of today, we are scrapping the artificial refinement method. Instead, we will focus all our efforts on phlogiston. They are arrogant beasts whose existence in the wild serve to facilitate our operations. We will gradually move the airborne workshop closer. All this we do to create a... All this we do to make T'Pol's dream a reality.
Given the way this is written, not to mention the fact that the numbering has started over from 0, it kinda sounds like this is someone new. Does that mean that T'Pol's already...
There's also a letter tucked in the end of the notebook.
T'Pol, I don't know where you are right now, so I don't know how to reach you. Your father is gravely ill. I know you never liked him and cared even less for me, but we'll still be waiting here for you if you do come back.
So Puma's not T'Pol's real mom? Huh. Well, she did say...
We know that T'Pol's father passed away quite recently, and this letter looks recent. It looks like the real reason T'Pol didn't attend his father's funeral is because he'd long since passed away himself. If we ask ourselves why this letter was sent to the Flower Feather clan, why T'Pol always yearned for this, it all points to one answer.
That's right. T'Pol was my child. He was born during my days as a wing. His birth gave me new hope. I wanted to become the kind of mother who spent her days as a valiant rider, soaring the skies. Not an aimless, wingless nobody. But his father wanted to settle down, to give his child a safe, sheltered life in his tribe. We fought about it constantly, until the love we once had for each other was gone. He started a new family, with another traveler who was also looking to return home. And I went back to the Flower Feather clan, alone. I had no idea that despite being raised among the children of echoes, my child... Can you imagine, Chaska? The joy and surprise I felt when he showed up at my door, asking to join the flying trials. Or how proud I was when he said he wanted to prove his own worth, rather than relying on my position as elder. And then the anguish that overcame me when he was rejected by the Kukasaurs and became wingless, just as I had after my injury.
You've got a lot of nerve showing your face here.
Don't take this the wrong way, Chaska. I'm not here for a fight. I just want to talk. Isn't that your preferred way to resolve things? I trust you've learned of T'Pol's wish on your way here. A world where the skies are for all of humanity to share. If only his dream can be realized, no one will ever have to lose their wings again. Our aerial prowess will be greater than ever before. War will never again come at such a great cost. The loss of Koichi is a tragedy that need never be repeated. So tell me, Chaska, do you really wish to see the phlogiston wings for—
Nothing you've said excuses all the conflict you've caused.
You mean the argument back at the tribe? It was a necessary measure. Sometimes this is the only way to accelerate the pace of progress. Is a mother harming her children when she coaxes them into swallowing a bitter pill? Of course not. It is a brief moment of suffering for the greater good, and the child would come to understand the phlogiston wings are that bitter pill. We will never progress as a tribe if we cling to the scraps the Kukasaurs offer us. Once the people have embraced the phlogiston wings, they will never look back. Even if they learn how the refined phlogiston is sourced. They will convince themselves that the sacrifice of a few Kukasaurs is a small price to pay for our dominion over the sky. But this I had not anticipated. I barely had the chance to introduce the phlogiston wings to the tribe before you found this place.
Your plan was hard.
Yet, it can still be salvaged. I'm sure you have your doubts about my methods, But know that my love for humanity and for you know me, Chaska. As fellow humans. Surely you can understand my—
Alpa, NATLAN doesn't belong to humans alone. And truthfully, neither do I. How many times has the Abyss invaded NATLAN now? And yet despite peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter of days. Because social bonds are what hold a civilization together. And yet you would break the bond we share with our Saurian companions to take more power for ourselves? That's as stupid as hacking your own arm off to use it as a club.
They are wild beasts, driven purely by instinct. How could they possibly understand human social bonds?
Ugh, how did someone like her ever become a writer?
Ha! You overestimate them. They bow to the strong and shun the weak. That's all there is to it. It's all about survival of the fittest for them. Plain and simple. They obeyed me once I proved myself stronger than them.
You're wrong, Alpa. They only reject the wingless because they don't want to fly anyone to their death.
Chaska, I will promise you this. Only the unruliest wild cucosaurs will be used for phlogiston extraction. The ones...
Well, that's too bad. Because I know a few unruly wild cucosaurs who don't think that idea is gonna fly. Name and the others? To us, they're friends, family, even children.
Is that right? I knew you might be difficult to get...
Alpa!
Careful! Don't make any rash decisions. Unless you want to see her suffer.
Oh no, that's what—
I told my subordinates to take control of the tribe while I was away.
Take control? What are you planning to do with Mutota and his supporters?
Merely accelerate their inevitable downfall. They cannot stand in the way of progress forever. And since you insist on imposing me too, I have no choice.
So that's what you meant by I just want to talk.
No, Chaska. You are the strongest warriors we have. But I just need you to stay here for the next couple of weeks or so, while my people consolidate their power. Then, I will give her back to you, and you'll be free to leave. As long as the majority supports our vision, even the
Your vision is deranged.
You sure about that?
What do we do? Even if the whole tribe fights back, Mutota—
Stop delaying the inevitable! Drop your weapons and get into the cages!
She's still holding Chime hostage.
Coya?
Huh? What are you yapping about? Stand down. Drop your weapons, now! This instant! Ah! Ah! No! The relic!
negotiating my way now. This ain't your strong suit.
Just shut up! Anybody?
Virtua crisp! Strike a pose! Don't be scared!
That's all I've
Flush! Hey, something's up with this relic!
Fight. Take me up.
No! What is she doing? She'll bring us all down with her!
But why? We stabilized the relic.
Maybe it got damaged in the fight. If we don't think of something fast, this whole...
No. They're directly beneath us. My beloved tribe.
Okay. It's too powerful. But we need to get it far away before... Coya, remember when we were kids? Come on, let's take this thing... Don't worry, I know I can get rid of it. All I need is for you to catch me at the... I can't...
Don't be insane.
Alpa! What are you...
You're a fool, Chaska. Why would it... We cannot entrust the safety of our tribe to this wild...
I'm the fool. You really think you can stand a better...
Sure. It may be asking too much for an ex-wingless to escape the... But I can fly it a safe distance away. Here. These should be high enough to save the clan. What?
You don't get to die a hero today. Coya! What do you mean, I'm fine? Didn't I tell you to catch... Accident? Yeah, right.
Chaska! Coya!
How are things looking here? I think that's putting it I owe you one. Oh, but be honest. Do you still think Kukasaurs can't form...
Mom, I'll figure out. You don't need... I just need some more time. That's all.
The Flower Feather Clan yield to the strong. And it's up to the winners to define what's... So it looks like...
Coya! Coya! So, you're absolutely sure it's not because of the explosion?
Yes. For the 10,000th time, I'm sure. The blast bear, the moment she finally relaxed, all the... Anyway, now you know how we feel when you go off risking life and limb. Your mother and I would both appreciate it if you lived less dangerously. You know she wrote to me from the mast if she wasn't so busy with work.
I'll find an opportunity to apologize to her.
You'd better. No more avoiding us.
Got it. You're awake. I'll go let everyone know.
Hey, but we're not done talking. What are we gonna do with her, Even after everything that's happened, she still hasn't figured out how to start the conversation. She keeps saying, I don't think Coya has forgiven me yet. But if you ask me, she's the one who's scared to open up and have an honest conversation. For all her confidence, she's a very sensitive soul underneath. You'd think as a peacemaker, she must have been a handful growing up. And of course...
Coya, Uncle Cusco, we're here!
Ha! I was just telling her that she's not to...
Cusco, I understand how you must feel. But it's all thanks to Coya and Chasca's efforts that the airborne workshop didn't come crashing down on our head.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask.
Thankfully, when her co-conspirators tried to arrest me, the two of them were a huge help. They took care of things while I went around rallying the resistance. So, in the end, and as it turns out, not all of the wingless want to see our dear Saurian friends replaced with phlogiston-powered... I'm so sorry you got mixed up in this, by the way. We should have caught on to... Most of the airborne workshop has now been dismantled. We've just left one small, harmless part intact. And...
Let's see how they like being locked up in a sky prison!
So, it looks like there's just one last conflict left to resolve. Peacemaker?
I said I had to wait until things had blown over. Coya, I just want to say, I'm sorry for how things went down back then. Huh? Does this mean you're...
There's that family likeness coming through again.
But that day... Huh? So then, when did you finally make your peace with it?
Oh, it's Chime and Chimbu. They're here too.
Thank you for
Bow your head. Be sanctified.
Yoo-hoo! Stay put!
Strike! A worthy adversary.
Silence!
How dare you strike a pose! Don't be scared!
Flash!
The tides beckon.
Let the world collide! Yoo-hoo! Stay put!
Strike!
Settle down.
You wait!
Flash!
Be sanctified.
No turning back! Quiver!
Shower me with praise! Time to shine! Go get it, Uruguay! Stay put!
Storm the front!
Let the world collide!
The tides beckon. Silence!
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So, it's legally yours now.
All right, let's finish this fast.
Yoo-hoo! Ready, go! Uruguay, you're up!
Flash!
Away!
That was quick.
Settle down.
Yes, you are.
Be sanctified.
Strike a pose! Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me.
What is the situation?
I'll catch up.
Illusion shattered!
Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song!
This was well done. Silence!
An unfortunate fault. Almost.
There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
Bow your head.
Waste time. Let's move.
No, you're not going anywhere.
Shower me with pressure!
Illusion shattered!
Settle down.
Time to shine!
Absurd!
This was well done. Absurd.
Stop that!
Bow your head.
Let's not waste time.
Be sanctified.
I'll catch up. I must leave. Nope.
Torn to oblivion!
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in song! Steady as stone.
Settle down.
Let's not waste time. Have a load of this.
Shower me with praise!
There is no escape!
I must leave no
Silence.
Steady as stone. Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
all constraints.
Settle down. Have a load of this. Shouldn't get pissed.
Strike a pose! As a dutiful maid would.
Let's move. Let's end this quickly.
Shower me with praise! Let the world come alive!
Onward, Prince.
There is no escape.
Bow your head.
You're not going anywhere.
Be sanctified. In this quickly.
Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
It was my honor to serve you.
Settle down.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in song!
Bow your head. Be not perturbed. Unscathed. The tides beckon. When the tide comes in, I shall return.
Let the world come alive! I must leave no shine down.
In this quickly.
Under all sight. But they still need me. Shower me with praise! I still couldn't shred.
Let the magic...
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen. In place after. Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
It's good to meet you at last, traveler. I've been hearing about you for a long time now. I'm your new buddy. Tell me.
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
Let the magic begin!
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am Lyney's...
Let the magic begin!
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Oh, how exciting!
I'll keep an eye on you.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Ancient alchemy, truly.
Have you heard? One of our strongholds.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
That's a nice haul.
The neighboring nation of Liyue